Incense. Revelio.
It can feed a beast, or it can feed you. I prefer the latter. It could be useful if I wasn't a... I would say that You dare slay one of my own! You will fall! Just how many witches and... I shall get that goblin helmet. No.
Alohomora.
Somebody out there?
Petrificus totalis! Not so tough now, are ya? Right down! Stop doing that!
You will pay for your deed. You're no match for me.
Revelio.
Speak up in classes where the teacher doesn't deduct house points for wrong answers. To be fair, I don't see...
Wouldn't be surprised if Professor Binns bored himself to death with one of his history lectures.
I can't help it if I've never...
Where did you and Poppy run off to?
She almost threw me out of class.
Madam Cacao is getting a bit of an easy run.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogwarts.
So knowledgeable. I hope those assignments were challenging.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training?
Ascender!
Excellent. I think you have it.
Glacius! Ascender! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Revelio.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Merlin himself would be proud. Revelio.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates ability to imagination.
They don't seem to care for me in Hogsmeade. Can't say I blame them, what with all I've done there. When we're done, I'm going straight to Hogshead.
Seems now they're upon me, they tell quite a different story.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets. Oh, try not to make this too easy for me. You're going to regret that.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less. Closer. Gryffindor. Revelio. Could this be Mr. Oakes's campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Not quite. You can't stop
Glacier! Gryffindor! Incendio!
That was meant to be.
Glacier! Gryffindor!
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Expelliarmus! Now, to find out what happened here. Revelio. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his Mr. Oakes's trade journal. Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Confringo! Revelio.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled. I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
chalice. Glad I was never locked up here. A ladder. That's what I need.
The wizards will have no choice but...
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
Sworn.
Don't use that again, I beg you! I flowers! Don't anger a little altercation.
I've been fighting before you were born.
Leviosa! Incendio! This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Goodness, not a party to attend by myself. Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupid.
Confringo! Stupefy! 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 Arrest the momentum! Confringo! Guardians! Glacier! Confringo! Taker! Stupefy! Trouble's brewing, and I'm without my friends. What went on here, I wonder? What will we find in here?
Goblins will finally rule over wizards.
Accio!
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Hello, Amora.
Your blood's on Ranrock.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Mushroom stew like what my mother used to
owes us the metal we were promised.
Revelio.
Who's there? Who's there?
Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
When the war is over, gossip will rule over wizards and
A boiler door. How to open it? Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Guardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Kill spell.
What's down there?
I won't rest until
Revelio.
one way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Who's that?
What I wouldn't give for a quiet and crap you are. Let's get this over with.
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Revelia. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please.
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
got dark wizards these days that make Emmerich the Evil look like you and beyond.
Can't imagine how muggles get by without...
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind! Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
I'll say it again.
Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck!
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had my dog with him, he was.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
I could use some
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Aloha more. Revelio.
I could use some gold. New instruments are expensive, you know.
Revelio.